the count is actually wrong. It's the 242nd net. So yes, that's snuck in there. And we don't need extra sound there. Right. And it's all happening. It's funny, you miss a week and you get totally out of kilter with everything. All right, so tonight we've got a small but enthusiastic group tonight. Peter to follow shortly, and then passing back to me, and then I might do a short segment, then pass it to Mick, VK3CH, then Mick can return it back to me. And I'll tie the knot, as it were, or the ribbon, or whatever it is, and that's the current run order. Of course, subject to change at any time. With any other check-ins that want to come up, that'd be great to have a few more faces. All right. So I'll pass it over to you, Peter, on RTV1. If I'll make a note that we're going over to RTV1. Says he, trying to think. I've got a caption to say that. Go to RTV1, that's the one. And so we'll hand it over to Peter, who's got a bit of video, and also Mick's got some video too. So that's something to interest everyone, I'm sure. All right, I'll pass it over to you, Peter, on RTV1.
Thanks, Ian, and good evening, everyone. I'm Peter, VK3BFG, and not so sunny Wantirna South at the moment. I think it's raining outside. Well, we're not supposed to advertise on TV, but this is sort of not really an ad in one sense. I've got a book here, and it's called The Game of Masquerade. And it's just out on Amazon, and it's my dear little daughter has written the book. She's only a very small person, so that's why I call it a little D, but I'm quite proud of that. So if you're feeling like some science fiction, and you have to be have a reasonable stomach, because it starts off rather interesting, it's available. Anyway, getting on to matters amateur, the ATV QSO party is on August the 30th, which is a Saturday, and we'll start around about 0 UTC, which is about 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'll run through our American contacts, and then we'll have a break and probably have something to eat. And then hopefully at 7 o'clock we may be back in the UK and further afield as well. So it's in train at the moment. Tomorrow morning, actually, I'm doing a test, SRT test with Bill, AB0MY, from Boulder, Colorado. So we're starting just making sure that the people that have been involved in the past probably got everything okay, but we'll just make sure that everything's going to work. And we know that sometimes that's not the case. Anyway, just talking about the AMDA TV QSO party, it all started in 2011, and in 2011 it was the 100th anniversary of Amateur Radio Victoria, which was in fact the Wireless Institute of Australia Victorian Division earlier on, before the divisions were closed, and just the federal body became the WIA, and two state divisions rather, morphed themselves into clubs, and that formed Amateur Radio Victoria and Amateur Radio New South Wales. So that's the history there. But the whole thing started in 1911. So at 2011 it was the 100th anniversary, and it was then the president of Amateur Radio Victoria suggested to me that we ought to run a Amateur TV QSO party, and so we organised that. And what I've got to show you tonight is just a short bit of video, and it's just little weeny excerpts from the very first ATV QSO party. And it's interesting to look back for those of us that were there, and also probably for you that might be watching now, and particularly to observe the kind of quality that we were achieving at that time. So without further ado, here's just some excerpts from the very first Amateur TV QSO party. Stand by. Camera 2. Should be now. Camera 2. Photo. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Digital Amateur TV QSO party.
Okay, and welcome. This is VK. Steve, VK700. Called the Terminator because all he seemed to be doing.
Yeah, g'day everybody. This is VK4XRL here in Brisbane. Okay there? Thanks, Ryan. There's probably not much sound on it, so don't worry.
Well, thank you, Peter, and good evening, everyone. This is Winston, VK7 Echo Mike in Penguin. I must say I've got a little prompt sheet there, but I must say congratulations to Amateur Radio Victoria for 100 years. And for about 3 years.
My call sign name is David. Wishing Victoria a very happy birthday and continued success on this their 100th year.
Yes, good evening, Peter, and opportunity to say good day to everyone. And firstly, congratulations to
whatever you may be in the world. My name's Jack, VK3WW, and welcome to my ATV transmission. My involvement in amateur television only goes back about probably one is ham radio.
Tom, when I was younger, I met an astronaut, Dr. Sally Ride, and when I met her, I realized, wow, she's a real person, just like me. And it made me realize that maybe I could do this job, and that I should work hard, and I should try. And that's why I'm talking to you today, hoping... Over.
Now cut. That's it, Ralph. Cut. Well, there we go. Can you hear me there, Peter?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Well, welcome everybody from Peter VK3PB here in Baronia.
G'day everyone, VK3KQ. I'm a bit of a newbie to ATV.
3DQ. I'm located in Wannaturna South. And first of all, very many congratulations to Amateur Radio Victoria on their 100 years.
And I'm the guy that's been doing all the patches this evening, so hopefully they've been going okay. we've actually gone through all of the stations that have called in, so we will go around the loop again to see if there's anything more from everyone, and certainly Mick, VK3CH, will take some more from you as well.
Over to here, so you should see me now on RTV2. This is Don, KE6BXT, and I am in Mission Viejo, California. Hello, everybody down there in VK3 land. Don't be, oops. Let me punch this over here. Don't be so quick on the trigger. Just we're going to take check-ins from.
Hi, my name is George. I'm in Laguna Hills, California. Again, my name is George. My call sign is Alpha Charlie 6RB. AC6RB. I see everybody very nice. You're coming back in this moment.
Hopefully you get the audio watching the ATV here. Anyway, good evening, Australia. Name is Mark here. They call me Fish. Last name is Fisher. And in W6NF. And good morning.
Well, I don't know exactly. Let's go to Mike, LDK. We'll go up to Oak Mountain.
Hi, this is Kilowatt 6 Lima, Delta Kilowatt, K6LDK. I am in Valencia, California, and we are transmitting on 2.4 gigs and receiving on 3.4 gigs into a mountain called Earth Mountain, which is only about 3.5 miles from.
This is John, VK3 ATV in Melbourne. Apologies for that. I haven't got any feedback from the repeater, unfortunately. I think I'm getting a bit of cross through from the transmitter at the moment. But happy to be involved in this.
G'day Melbourne, g'day America.
Just turn that radio down. Whoever's trying to get in is not real good. This is Jack, VK3WW, and in the lens at the moment is Damien, VK3KQ, winding up the kite string.
Good evening, everyone. This is Alan, Whiskey 6 India Sierra Tango in Westwoods, California, which is a suburb of Los Angeles, and we're in the San Fernando Valley. And it's good to see everyone from Australia down there in Melbourne, VK3ATV and VK3WWW. And the name here is Alan.
And we're transmitting from the city of Orange in California, USA. And I'd like to say hello to Peter, VK3BFG, and a big thank you for allowing me to have a QSO with the DATV QSO party. This is really great.
All right. So, good day, everybody over there in America. This is VK4XRL here.
We're back. This is KE6BXT from Mission Viejo, California. I'm going to make one more chance to make calls out there for anybody on any of the repeaters in the Southern California area that can get in directly. I saw Norm KE6OMV pop in there a little while ago. Why don't you go ahead and come back and...
Okay, I'm going to turn that off. So there we are. That was. I have to apologise for Mick. I didn't mean to cut you off so quickly. There's actually more video there of you, Mick, and I meant to have a few more seconds, but I think you got 2 or 3 anyway. So there we are. A little bit of nostalgia back from that time, and. RTV and local guys were running digital, which is pretty obvious, and the US guys were obviously using analog still, and with the various noisy pictures that were associated with that. But it was a time and place, and we all we all went with that over time. We started with AM, of course, and then or vestigial sideband, some of us, and then moved to FM, and then to digital. And the Europeans, particularly the Germans, were the first to convert to digital, but we followed them fairly soon. So down here in Melbourne, we converted to digital very, very early compared to most of the world. Anyway, that's it from me for tonight, so I'm handing it back to Ian. So everyone needs to go to RTV2. So VK3QL to take it on RTV2. This is VK3BFG.
Right, so that's the date for the QSO party in the coming weeks, 2.5 weeks, and the sort of notional timetable that has been in place for the last couple of years, well, last year anyway, and give people an idea of what to do. So by all means, catch up with Peter if you want to be involved. So back to me. Oh, I was going to show you some slides that Rob VK3IE, which you'll see in the next few weeks. So I'll just flash them up now. So one of the slides. That's another one. So a real cartoonist, our Rob, for slaving over a hot keyboard to come up with the slides. It's good fun. Right. So the first thing that I was going to cover, I'll just do a short segment for me, and if there's any other people wanting to come up, by all means, while this segment's on, come up on the liaison frequencies and we'll fit you in. It'll be a struggle, but I'm sure we'll fit you in. So anyway, the first cab off the rank is, says he changed the order, which was not clever at the last minute, but the first cab off the rank is, please stand by, I'll look at the right run sheet, is Dave VK, Dave G8K, let's start again. Dave of Portsdown fame, G8GKQ, who is going to talk about Ham TV. The ISS Ham TV installation has been completed and is on air for testing. So Dave gives a brief introduction, and there's more information on the BATC wiki site, and in the forum there's some up-to-date information, reception reports and the like. But here's Dave's segment from the last couple of nets.
The other thing that's been happening this week is ISS Ham TV has finally come on the air. It's a pretty reasonable signal. Let's show you that. this is it on band viewer on my about 85 centimetre dish. MER of 15, D13, and the other, I don't know whether this will change dynamically. Let's see whether it does. And there's my dish, a Yaesu Azel rotator, a little waterproof cover on the LNA, and it's about a 4-turn helix there. And all the Raspberry Pi rotator controller is in the patio there. I'm going to have to move it tomorrow because it will now only go out for special occasions when the camera is currently transmitting a blank raster. So we're waiting for the camera. Ham TV, yeah, good demo from Phil at CAT of the amount of 4G interference. I've been playing with a little filter here. For Ham TV, I use an IF of 731 megs, and I'm hoping that I can filter at that IF. So I've tuned that filter down, and here is the response of it. You see the centre there is 731, that's 100 meg span. So 10 meg below, it's sort of 12 dB down, 20 meg below, it's 20 dB down. So hopefully that will help matters. Colin, if you're watching, you were talking about how to do a filter on your net the other night. Let's go back to me. You can use a Lime SDR and the Portsdown 4 sweeper, Lime SDR, a power detector and the Portsdown 4 sweeper, which will easily sweep a filter up around 1400 megs. So give that a try, Colin.
Let's take a quick trip across one of Australia's southern states and survey the world of digital TV repeaters in VK3. First up, we land in the historic heart of Victoria, Bendigo, about 150 kilometres north of the state capital, Melbourne. Check in with VK3 RBO, live with weekend action and link through to Whereby, DMR and D-Star. Catch the live feed on the BATC stream site at VK3CE and check the description for the latest news. Next we glide west to Geelong, just 75 kilometres from Melbourne. Here the brand new VK3 RGL digital TV repeater is in test phase high on Mount Anarchy. Sneak a peek on the BATC stream listed under VK3GL. Right, I'll just interrupt that learned gentleman then. There's also the Discord channel, the Melbourne Amateur Television Group on Discord for updates on that repeater project. So yeah, that's for the latest information. So Rob, who's working on that, is beavering away behind the scenes. It's a big job, and he's certainly working away at it. Then eastward to Mount Waverley, home of our very own VK3 RTV repeater, servicing over 35 stations and countless viewers. Join our lively Tuesday night net at 8 PM, streamed on YouTube and Discord. And as spring gives way to summer ahead, let's dive into Melbourne's famously unpredictable 5-day weather forecast. Mick, if you'd like to stand by to transmit, I shall drop carrier in a minute. There's a couple of things. Ham TV, just a reminder that there's lots of information on how to receive Ham TV from the ISS on the BATC wiki site, and also there's reports almost daily on progress and challenges and ways of working around it. But it's been quite successful so far, receptions, even though it's just a blank raster. There's no picture as such, it's just a blank screen, but it's a vision screen to be able to decode, and people have, as you saw, the waveforms can be received. All right, Mick, I might cut across to you, and if you could pass it back to me, and we'll carry on as we do. VK3CH is taking over, and that's Mick in Doncaster. Take it away, Mick.
Okay, says I'm transmitting audio. Yeah, sometimes it goes through fairly quick, sometimes it takes a while to cut across. But anyway, we're holding up this time. I think the other week we were a bit iffy. Okay, yes, Peter, that bit segment you transmitted was on Bundoora Park. So I remember that. That's going back a bit. Back in the days where I could put up all these aerials and bring gas bottles and muck around, I just wouldn't be able to do all that now. Like, I'd have to stick really to the basics. But anyway, so yeah, let that be a warning to you all. Do stuff while you've got your health. Get out and do those DX expeditions and barbecues and travel and all the rest of it while you can. All right. Let's see, we weren't on last week. We were up at Albury Wodonga with the funeral of Ron, VK3AHR. There were about 40 there. He never had any kids, I didn't know that, but he certainly had a ham radio family that gave him a good send-off, and the weather was good for it. It's about as good as these things can be. For those of you that know Brenton, VK3 Charlie Mike, he pretty much officiated just about all of it and read the eulogy, and yeah, always a bit of a tough gig and a bit emotional, but he discharged it all very well, and I caught up with a fair good few of the NEVARC guys up there, considering I scribbled a magazine for them, but hardly get up there. Alright, on the way back, the ex-whale wanted to go to this winery, so I went across with her as well, and yeah, it's the Bailey's winery in Glenrowan, not to be confused with that other Bailey's. Now, there's a story here. I'm holding a glass of muscat, and what the guy said is he brought out, I'll backtrack a bit. He said, if you join the membership, you know, you can order 2 lots of wines a year. We post it to you. I think there was a minimum spend, which she was happy with. And she goes, you both get 10 free tastings as well as part of the membership. Otherwise, you can pay $10 and taste 10 wines. So, yeah, no worries. So she happily signed up for that, and she did buy some Shirazes, some Muscat. I think that's it. Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, I remember the musket. Now, what I'm holding there is, in fact, one of the muskets. Now, there's a story here. The guy gave us a glass each and said, oh, you know, there's 10 wines and we'll taste the 10. And that gives you an idea of, you know, what you might like to order. And so he put the glasses out, but then he walked away to do something. I don't know what it was. I thought that meant, oh, well, help yourself. So you can see how much is in the glass. When he came back, he goes, oh, I do the pouring. Oh, okay, but we finished that one anyway. I can tell you when he does the pouring, it's about a third of what you see there. And that was filled up with some really nice muskets, so we did rather well. But she ordered, I think we ended up walking away with about 5 boxes of wine, so there's 6 in a box, so what's that, 2.5 dozen of various stuff. So you know, I think they made their money out of us, so that's all right. So yeah, so we had the 10 tastings, but it's sort of more the muskets and Tokais, and I don't mind a Shiraz. I don't really into wine that much, but anyway. So there's the story with that one. Oh yeah, the latest activity next door. This truck turned up a few days ago, and they've put it in some pipes, I think just on one part of the place on that side near that fence, so there must be some drainage concerns they had, and yeah, that was all that was with that. And they were probably there half a day and then they've gone, and now nothing's happened since. So I take it the construction of these properties will begin soon after that. Now do I... yes. And we were up at Wodonga, Albury Wodonga. Now I'll try and make this, yeah. There's a pub that was recommended to us. Hang on, where's the hand? There it is. Now, if I try and make this, can I? That's it. There's a pub we went to in the middle of nowhere, about, I don't know, 30 k's north of Albury. And yeah, really nice. They've got this challenge menu, and yeah, and a time limit on how you can how much time you've got to eat that stuff there. So you can sort of see it there. 2 kilograms of rump for 1 hour to finish it, or other various things there. Yeah, in my 20s perhaps, but no, not anymore. And that one there's the menu. And because we were there on a Tuesday night, they have the Tuesday special there. So both of us ate this great big Parmigiana chips and salad. So $32 for the both of us. So absolutely excellent value. But I suppose that's how things are in the country. Yeah, drove in the middle of the night up this road, and the only thing there is the pub and a primary school, which you couldn't see in the dark. So yeah, not bad. And of course it's because the locals know all this stuff, so we got a referral from them, and yes, his referral is very accurate. And I noticed they had some pork spare ribs for a good price, so if I go back there next time, I might try that instead. But because it was a Tuesday night, I thought, well, we'll go with the Parma. And yeah, about as thick as, yeah, probably as thick as that finger, and just a thin, layer of breadcrumbs, not coated. And you think, well, if it's cheap, it'll be rough and nasty and that. No, restaurant quality. Not even pub quality, restaurant quality, like really good. So, yep, I'll probably do a piece of that in the Nevark News. Okay, what else of the news have we done? Otherwise, down here, not much. I've still got to, put some video together for the ATV QSO party, sort of do an update. Probably I might include a bit about the portable microwave stuff, since you can send television with that, with the 905 maybe. That's about the only sort of new stuff we've got that we haven't sort of got in video or pictures, so we'll have to cobble something together. That'll come up soon enough, I realise. So, but the missus and other domestic chores have kept me busy. I've got a meeting on Saturday, I've got a meeting on Sunday. There's a person we visit in the hospital every Thursday, so that's Thursday morning gobbled. I've got a stack of reports which I have finished writing. Let's see, there were 5 of them, and I started on Sunday. Now how you just go into the zone and think, oh, I'm in the mood, I'll just, and yep, about 2 hours later, all done. I thought that would take me a lot longer, so maybe we can play some ham radio, but depending on the weather. I've got to pester this guy with the workshop to pay a visit and get some grinding, like, you know, the angle grinding done and a bit other stuff. I'm not doing it with a hacksaw. Nah, no way. Alright, that's probably all the news I've got. How are we going? Well, I suppose with only 3 of us, we're probably not going to go overtime. But yeah, that's about our news there. So yeah, we're definitely around. We've cleared the diary for the QSO party. The missus knows we're really keen on that. So we won't be dragged anywhere else for that. Okay, I'll drop carrier and Ian, you can retake it. So cheers from Mick in Doncaster.
Great, thanks Mick for that, and yeah, certainly been doing the tour of the back blocks of Victoria. I'll just put my audio up a bit, so I think it's a bit quiet. 1, 2, 3, yeah. All right, and yeah, you reminded me, one of the things that's worked well in the past with the QSO party is a 3 to 5 minute video, short and snappy, of your setup, your radio and TV setup. That's of great interest, and it's a great opportunity to show people your shack, and also to watch what other people have done. So it's all good fun. Peter, your footage, historical footage. When you cut back to your studio, and when I showed that QO100 footage, yeah, the differences in picture quality is incredible, isn't it? Especially from the analog footage, and no, it brings back memories of the good old days, as they say. Also, I'll just run through those that have come up on YouTube, said hi. There's Martin, G8KOQ, sorry, KOE, King of England, Vince, VK3YVS, Neil, VK3BCU, Claudio, I2NDT, and Bronson the Cat. Not quite sure of his call sign, and Trev has come up, VK3ATX. Also on the Simplex channel, Bob BVR came up as a watcher. Richard is with us watching, VK3VRS, Stephen, VK3TTF, and Fred. VK3ZAQ. So great to have them on board. Also, the recordings get on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel and also on Richard's channel. The recordings are getting close to 200 views, so that's reasonable traction there. So there's a lot of people following what we're doing, and hopefully they'll come out of the woodwork for the QSO party. I think they will. It's always well patronised, and Martin KOE was, I think, has expressed interest, and so have some of the others on the QO 100 net of the BATC fame. What am I going to do now? Why don't I mention the ISS? Let's have a look at the International Space Station passes for Melbourne over the next week.
Was VK6MJ. Thank you. You're also a 5x9. Back to you. Yeah, QSO on that. Name this way is Damien in Melbourne. Over. Fine business, Damien. Martin here and in Mandurah. Back to you. Yeah, QSL 73. 3MQ. VK3.
Right, Ham TV, as has been previously mentioned, it's been installed, powered on. Blank raster is being transmitted. It's apparently it's been operating for the last 12 days. See the BATC forum for reports and progress on that project.
For live news on the planets, cosmology, sunspots and more, every Friday at 10 p.m. Clint VK3 CSJ presents the Astronomical Society of Victoria broadcast on this amateur television repeater, VK3 RTV Channel 1.
Microwave offers access to relatively large segments of the radio spectrum. If you live in an elevated area with panoramic views, you're in a lucky minority who can work the microwave bands from home. If not, going portable is for you. This is a recruitment video. We need your voice on the higher bands to help secure their ongoing availability around the world.
Right, VK3FS has a great YouTube channel and has done a lot of these videos, and this is just a brief introduction to the microwave, or one of the microwave videos. They're well scripted, well shot, and quite snappy, usually below 10 minutes in length, so do yourself a favour and check out VK3FS's YouTube channel. Right, the calendar coming up, of course, is we're really pushing this. Pays to mention it once and again and again. It's the Army way of doing it. Make sure it sinks in. There's a QSO party the end of this month. Last Saturday of the month, 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. with a break late afternoon our time. Shepparton Hamfest is on the 14th of September, and Rosebud follows that on the 16th of November, and of course then there's the spring VHF UHF Field Day on the 22nd/23rd.
Interference. It's the bane of the radio amateur's life. There are two types. One you can't do much about, such as power line interference and the neighbour's solar installation. And one you can do something about, like local interference, such as dodgy battery chargers and cheap and nasty LED lighting.
Right, so lots of information in that package. So I hope you found it all interesting. The next bit is a quiz, one of the harder sets of quizzes that I have, and like to challenge those who have want to be challenged by some multiple choice, more difficult questions. Here's some. Great. All right, that's all I have for you this evening, apart from the outro. So I hope you've enjoyed the guys coming up and showing video. We had some interesting videos. The historical stuff was very interesting and brought back lots of memories of the good old days. Thanks, Peter, for showing us that. I'm sure the QSO party people would be interested, but obviously time will be an issue with lots of stations coming and going. But great compilation, well put together. All right. I'll do an outro and see you next week. And for yet another net, and hopefully we'll have a few more stations come up and share what they've been doing and what's been happening.